Hello everyone, here's a video guide on how to build a character in the game, and I will explain why I'm suggesting it based on my understanding and on how I'm using them. I also made a video about Drakonex, and you can check the link in the description box, and the sync rates for every character in the game. As usual, I'll make it a quick guide, and I also put the names of the characters in the timestamp, so kindly check it out. And let's get started. So the first character is Devastator. By checking her skills and exclusive weapon, therefore I concluded that her chip set should be the Cantata set. Her skills are mostly to heal the team and scale to her durability, which means her max HP. Also, her passive skill can provide a shield every 10 seconds. This also indicates that she can fully utilize the 3-set effect of the Cantata set. Another chip set that I can recommend is the Crystal Helm set. The 2-set effect has increased 10% durability, and the 3-set effect has increased healing, although it's only by herself. You can also use a broken chip set, like using 2-set effects of Cantata or Crystal Helm, then a random 3rd chip, so you can save more stamina when farming chip sets. But this one is what I personally like. My Devastator is equipped with a 2-set effect of Fission set that reduces the cooldown of her intrinsic skill by 20%, which allows her to cast it often to utilize her exclusive weapon and to hasten the activation of her ultimate skill. Also, for substats, aim for durability and healing bonuses. The next character is White Swan. Everyone has her, since she's a free character on the second day of signing in, and she's actually easy to build up. Just by reading her skills and exclusive weapon, which comes free on the 7th day of playing, you need to build her with high crit rate. Her exclusive weapon deals additional true damage as long as she can land crit damage, and true damage will ignore the defense of the target. You can read the similar description by checking Obsidian's ultimate skill. Just to be clear, White Swan's damage will only deal additional true damage and not entirely change her overall damage when equipping her exclusive weapon to true damage. And that's the reason why she needs high crit rate. So the best chip set that I can recommend is the Implosion set that has a 10% crit rate on the 2-set effect and additional crit damage when using an ultimate skill. For substats, aim for crit rate, crit damage, firepower, and compute damage. If you still don't have your exclusive weapon, you can use the free S-rank weapon choice from the pre-registration rewards and get Blizzard FN. The next character is Seablade. She's actually a complicated girl in my opinion because her exclusive weapon will increase the damage of her focus fire attack. And I personally think focus fire attack damage is far less than the intrinsic skill, moreover the damage comparison to ultimate skill. Also, here's another info. AP is the little gauge here. When it fills up, you can activate the focus fire attack. It's like the same thing as ultimate skill, but it uses EN or energy before it can be used. Going back to focus fire attack, and if we're going to utilize it, then the chip set she should be using is the Annihilation set, since it can recover 1.2 AP in every 5 seconds. Now, for my personal recommendation, I will go for the Implosion set, so she can easily achieve a higher crit rate, which is important for an assault class. For substats, aim for crit rate, crit damage, firepower, and compute damage. If you don't have your exclusive weapon, you can use the S-rank weapon choice box and pick Blizzard FN. The next character is Raikiri Type 16. This character is also free, and she can easily achieve UR rank because of the rewards in the early stages. She's a straightforward damage dealer, so use Implosion set to further boost her crit rate stat, and for the substats, aim for crit rate, crit damage, physical damage, and firepower. For her weapon, use the S-rank Blizzard FN, or if you have pulled an assault type exclusive weapon, you can choose it as well, but personally I will use the Blizzard FN since this weapon has a crit rate main stat in order to achieve higher crit rate. The next characters are the A rank supports. These are Lance Transall, Louis Dawnbreak, and Louis Caesar. They are straightforward healers and it's easy to understand their skill set. For the cheap set, I recommend the Cantata set to increase their overall healing. For substats, aim for armor, durability, and healing bonuses. Then for weapons, you can pick S-rank Outlaw, Fang Z3, and Frostar SP or A-rank weapons. The next character is Kaspian MK3. She's a heavy class and in her skill description, she needs to be the highest armor in the battle, especially with her exclusive weapon. So for her cheap set, I recommend Magic Armor set to further boost her armor. You can also use the Blink set, mostly for PvP content, or the Warp set. I actually haven't tried the deflection build since it's still in its early phase of the game, but maybe it will be very useful in the coming weeks. For substats, try to aim for armor, durability, and resistance. For her weapon, if you don't have her exclusive weapon, you can use S-rank heavy type weapons, or the A-rank Royal Guard. The next character is Chieftain. She's a special class and her skills are easy to understand. Her intrinsic skill can buff the firepower of the team and can play a role of sub-DPS since special class sync rate stats are luck and strength that increase crit rate and firepower. For her cheap set, I recommend Implosion set for a higher crit rate, or you can use the Broken 2 set effect of the Fission set to reduce the cooldown of her intrinsic skill. For substats, aim for crit rate, crit damage, and firepower. For her weapons, use the S-rank Night Owl or Heretic S2. The next character is Zumwalt. I still don't have her, but I'm pretty sure that I can manage to make a simple guide and explanation about her skills. She's a special class and her role is to debuff the enemies. All of her skills have debuff abilities, that's why she needs high effect accuracy to land debuffs. Allow me to explain this mechanic. For experienced players, this part is easy to understand. But for new players, especially since this game has many stats to cover, this might confuse them. For example, her Nano Fission passive skill. After using her ultimate, she will additionally lower the enemy's resistance by 30% with a basic effect accuracy of 100%. Let's say she has 0% effect accuracy and the target enemy has 50% effect resistance. The computation will be like this. Base effect accuracy of the skill plus Zumwalt effect accuracy minus target effect resistance equals chance to apply the debuff. So 100% plus 0% equals 100% minus 50% equals 50% chance to land the debuff. If you're getting the gist of it, then that's great. Now going back to her chip set, I highly recommend the Paradox set, which has an effect AMP that also covers the effect accuracy. And for substats, aim for firepower, physical damage, and effect AMP. For her weapon, if you don't have her exclusive weapon, then I suggest using S-rank special type Torrent W80 or Heretic S2. So that's all for now. I'll make another video for other characters that are not included in this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.